Hello, my friends. Welcome back to another segment of Hanging with the Boss Lady. I am your host, the Boss Lady herself, Cheryl Jones, aka that little old country girl. I am elated to have you with me on today. Thank you so much for stopping by. And before I get started with today's podcast, I'm going to ask that you please hit that like button. And once the podcast is over, would you please leave a comment? And if you have not already done so, please subscribe. It would mean the world to me. Thank you in advance. So today we're going to continue talking about discussing my book, Crippling Comforts. And I want you to know that this is a personal message from me to you. You may not be on the level as many that you see if you are one of the type that uh, uh, regularly is on social media, all the different platforms that they have out there. Um, you may look and see the progress of people, and it may intimidate you, and it may uh, deter you from doing your absolute best because the thought may get into your head, I could never do that. That's so good. I'm not even going to try because I can't do anything like that. My dear friend, we are all different. You are not supposed to be like anyone else in this universe. I want you to take a look at this. Take a look at it real close. Real close. You see that? See? That's the tip of my finger. And inside the tip of my finger is something that no one else in this world has but me. It's the only thing. I mean, everybody, that's well has two eyes. We all have a nose, we all have a mouth, and our bodily construct is generally the same. But there is one thing that you have that no one else has: your fingerprint. It is uniquely yours. Okay? Having said that, I want you to know that everything that you do is considered as your blueprint. It has your signature on it. It is done by you. There are billions upon billions of people who can sing. And it's a beautiful thing. It's very expressive, it's encouraging, and there are a lot of different types of, genres of singing. And when you sing, that is you singing. It is yours. You can do with it as you please. It is uniquely the way you would want to do it. And I'm saying all of that to say this: you're an original. You are an original. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. So don't allow yourself to not be the great that you were created to be. There are a lot of things that can prevent you from being the great you. There are a lot of things that may come up and try to discourage you, try to intimidate you, try to beat you down, and just plain ignore you to the point where you will feel like throwing up your hands and walking away. But I'm encouraging you, do not let anything steer you from the course of your greatness. We were created to be great in our own way. Doesn't matter if you are as successful as this one. It doesn't matter if you aren't as rich as that one. It doesn't matter. As long as you are pleasing God, that is the only thing that matters because you are great in His sight. Now, a lot of people will allow the progress of others to intimidate them to the point where they will stop where they are and just get comfortable. And they will say, well, it's not everything I want it to be, but it's okay. Because they don't want to face the struggle of achieving what it is that they should be. So, what do? They sit back and they get comfortable and they stay there and they stop striving and they stop growing and they stop improving because they chose to get comfortable where they are, because they chose to not face the challenge of improving themselves. See, a lot of people choose to be comfortable because they don't want to do the work. Maybe they experienced something that, kind of pushed them off. And then they said, this is just too hard. And I don't want to feel that pain again. I don't want to feel that a- anxiety, that aggravation. So what I'm doing now is fine. I'm just going to keep doing it. You are created to be great. So don't let anything stop you. Let me tell you the truth about comfort. Okay? Question. Are you comfortable in your life at this moment? Are you comfortable in your life? Just think about it. Am I comfortable in my life? And just think about it. Are you comfortable in your life? Think about your whole life. And there's a lot of different categories in your life. Are you comfortable in your home with your spouse? Are you comfortable with them? Uh, yeah, that's what someone is saying right now. Yeah, I'm comfortable with them. They're comfortable. We're comfortable. Are you comfortable with the relationship you have with your children? Yeah, pretty much. We have our moments, but you know, we get along. I love them. They love me. I'm comfortable. Are you comfortable at your place of work? Now, that's one that will get more of a, not really. No, actually, not at all. I'm not comfortable. Okay. Are you comfortable at your place of worship? Hmm. Well, yeah, I guess. I'm just uh, um, putting myself in someone's place. Oh, yeah, pretty much. I'm happy there. I'm comfortable. Yeah, I will keep going. I'm not going to go anyplace else. I'm comfortable there. Big finale here. Are you comfortable with yourself? Hmm. Am I comfortable with myself? I would love to know your answers to these questions. Please leave a comment and tell me how you are in these different areas of your life. Are you comfortable? And here it is. If the answer to any one of these questions is yes, that you're comfortable, with your place of worship, with your job, and your relationship, with your spouse, with yourself, with your children. If you say yes to anything, then what is it that makes you comfortable? What is it that makes you comfortable? If you're comfortable with your worship, when you go to worship, what is it about it that makes you comfortable? If you're comfortable on your job, what is it about that makes you comfortable? What is it about your spouse that makes you just feel comfortable? I didn't say feel in love. I said feel comfortable where I could just stay right here. I'm comfortable. This works. It's good. You don't need to change anything. I'm comfortable. Are you happy in your so called comfort? Now, that's a biggie. You can say, yeah, well, you know what? Where I am right now is good. I could stay like this the rest of my life. I'm comfortable. Are you happy? Are you happy in that so called comfort? Or have you just accepted what has become a norm? That is the question. Maybe you have been in a certain uh, vein for so long until it has become the norm. Yeah. I'm comfortable. I didn't really like it at first, but uh, I'm used to it. I'm used to it. It's always like this. No matter what I say, it doesn't change. So I just say that for it. Yeah, okay. I'm comfortable because I'm used to it. It's the norm. I bet you didn't know that being comfortable in any one of the specifics that I named is a bad thing. It's a bad thing. And you may ask how. Let me break it down to you. Because when you get comfortable, you stop. You stop. And if you become comfortable at work, you become comfortable staying at that same position. Not getting a raise, promotion, or bonus doesn't phase you because you're just comfortable with having a job. You see where I'm going? Okay. If you become comfortable with your spouse, you no longer care about intimacy or impressing one another. You remember how it was when you first got started? Every time you would hear that your significant other's name, you get jittery, and you just every time you want to be around them, you had to be dolled out. You had to look absolutely perfect. And now, because you're around each other so much, if they see you with your hair on top of your head, I just don't feel like combing my hair. I don't care. And vice versa. You remember when you used to see him or her and they were just so magnificently put together until you would be like, yeah, that's mine. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I got him or I got her. And now you see him or her walk through food stains on sweats and they sit around and they're scratching and burping, sometimes without even covering their mouth. People are like, oh, well, whatever. It's no big deal. I'm used to it by now. Okay. You no longer care if they give their affection to another as long as they pay the bills and allow you to shop. Have you ever gotten in that position where even if the intimacy stops, listen, he's here. He's not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. And if you think that he's fooling around, I don't care. As long as he pays the bills, it's fine with me. I don't feel like being bothered with it anyway. You are comfortable because it has become a norm for you. Okay. And you don't have to sit down and talk, sit down and share. You don't have to support. You don't even have to talk to them. If you are used to them distancing themselves from you and you doing the same to them, but you both just stay there, making sure that, you know, the lights are on, the water bill is paid, the mortgage is paid, There's food in the house, and yeah, okay, see you later. But you're comfortable because even if at some point you may have looked around and considered leaving them to go someplace else that will make your heart quicken, go someplace else where you can feel the passion again, and you look at how much work, I have to get to know them. Then we have to get to know each other and talk to each other and learn about each other. And whatever it is that they like and I don't like, and we have to change and compromise, that's just too much work. I don't want to go starting over. Starting over is, I don't even want to think about it. So you stay there in your comfort. We don't have to talk to each other. We both know what is out there. We don't have to. If I'm not intimate with anybody, so what? It's just that's too much work anyway. You would be surprised the things that people put up with because they are just comfortable where they are. Okay? One more. If you become comfortable with your children, you stop preparing them for when they must branch out on their own. You continue to provide and support them well into adulthood. And this prevents them from learning the skills of survival they need to become independent individuals. For all of you who have raised children and you don't give that cutoff date where, okay, it's time for you to branch out on your own, and they are with you well into adulthood, and they have their children there with you, and they always have you to fall back on. And it's wonderful that you have that, dependable, loving relationship with your children. You love them with your whole heart. And it's wonderful that you're together and you love seeing them, you know, become an adult and have their children, and you love watching them love on their children. However, you have gotten comfortable with always being the go-to when they run short of something. Ma, I need this. Ma, can you help me? Ma, if you are just comfortable, like, they don't have to go anywhere, I'm fine, because you're used to them being there, because you are used to them, you're used to what you have. You are not only not allowing yourself to break free and be on your own, but you are enabling them to never branch out and be independent. They are always going to be on you. And you say, you know what? It's crazy out there. The world is crazy. I'd rather them stay here with me because I know where they are. Oh, yeah, we understand that. But you've gotten comfortable and you don't want to have to do the hard work of adjusting to live life on your own because you're used to always having someone around. Being comfortable will cause you to not be all that you can be. You'd be surprised all the wonderful things in life you're missing out on because you choose the easy way. That's too much work. That's I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to go there. Whatever it is, that's what it is. I'm not even gonna bother, bother. Get up off the couch of comfort. Life is waiting for you. Okay. You were made to be great. And it is time for you to break out of that comfort zone. Get off the couch of comfort. The world is moving, and you got a little bit of catching up to do. Put your sneakers on. Get moving. Greatness awaits you. I thank you so much for staying with me today. And I would love it if you was to share this video with someone. And don't forget, hit that like button and be sure to leave a comment and subscribe. Be sure to subscribe. And I want you to enjoy the remainder of your day. I pray that everything goes well with you. And I'm going to say what I always say. Until we meet again, may the Lord God bless you real good. Boss Lady out.